Rain absent from view, and I think we'll stick with this pattern at least with the full sunshine for another day, probably two. I think Friday we'll have a lot of sunlight to go around as well. But there is the upper pattern that's helping to keep at least some cloudiness in place over the peninsula and slowing down that first front. Another front is on the way. This will likely arrive by Friday morning, and it stays dry even through its passage through our area. So what it means for us is we cannot throw in any kind of mention of rain for tomorrow or Friday, despite that front coming through our area. So what it does for tomorrow is it may bend our wind flow around instead of that north or northwest pattern. We'll still have it through tonight in the morning, but we may have more of a westerly wind shift, especially late in the day. And if it does happen while the sun is up, that can support a little temperature boost. So I think there's a better opportunity for more of us to hit 80 degrees. We'll keep the moisture values very low, so it's not going to be all that muggy, but a west wind can certainly warm things up if it's timed just right. I do think by about Friday midnight or early morning, we'll have that front sliding through and that northwest wind pattern will resume. Nighttime temperatures, as mentioned, will drop into the 50s very easily. Some outlying areas, especially if there's no wind, could easily see the lower 50s once again. But we'll jump a good 20-25 degrees between sunrise and probably midday. We'll be in the mid-70s on our way to the lower 80s. So mild / slightly warm, but still reasonable as far as the comfort level goes. No big mugginess coming our way, with morning lows starting off again right around 53 to 56 or so. Coastal and beach areas will be slightly warmer, closer to 60, and highs right across the map in the lower 80s for tomorrow. And we'll feel every degree and nothing more because of the ongoing dry spell. North winds for boaters 6 to 12 knots and seas 1 to 2 feet. Pretty steady offshore weather conditions. The extended first alert forecast, it does bring in those 70s once again after the front passes through early Friday morning. But that front may stall a little closer to our area, just to the southeast. So that's why there's a few more clouds being thrown in. Morning low staying into the 50s. Saturday morning probably the coldest. And then we'll get back into the 60s as highs reach the 80s on Monday.